Is a right, not a
I quit. Dance.
Right.
As long as I can still club dance.
As long as I can still pizza. Sorry, you're not allowed to order pizza from within our game anymore.
Might as well just ban
Pizza doesn't work, does it?
No, they don't have pizza. It's not every
Slash pizza and
EverQuest
address.
2 exclusive.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I'm gonna sign up for that, man. It's free now, so that's free access to pizza.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, I imagine.
Free to pizza?
Free to pizza.
That's what
New
F2P
business
stands
model.
for, right?
Pepperoni is premium content, though, so
Yeah, toppings. You only
yeah,
cheese
all the
pizzas.
toppings are, yeah.
I'll take a free cheese pizza.
Fucking A, you would? Man,
Free
that should
pizza.
be the promotion. Like, sign up for an EverQuest 2 account and get a free cheese pizza.
From whom, though?
It's a Pizza Hut deal, I think, was what
Yeah.
Slash Pizza brings you to, if I remember correctly.
Just
Fucks, there's no Pizza Hut.
There's nothing.
They closed the Domino's.
They closed the Domino's.
They closed the Pizza Hut.
What?
They closed the
did
combination.
you-
Petaluma is not
close
a
the
fucking
Domino's?
Petaluma is not a fucking pizza-free zone apparently anymore.
What do they have?
That was,
It's
yeah.
gotta be something.
No pizza pizzone.
There's a round table.
There's a round
Oh,
table.
yeah.
There's an extreme pizza.
Man,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
grim.
There's some there's a good local place.
There's there's Old Chicago.
Yeah.
But how late are they
But
open?
Old Chicago does
Not late
deep,
enough.
deep dish.
Yeah, they do this
which
deep
is
dish murder pizza.
Deep dish is a whole different experience.
Yeah, it's
double
like
double crust.
like I need to fucking tuck in. That's
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a double crust.
sit down
take a
with
run
a
at
fork
it.
for
It's
that.
like
You actually want to just eat it in your bed, so you can go to sleep right after.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I'm not going to talk mess about a deep dish pizza
Yeah,
because
please
it's
don't.
great, but it is not the sense. It's not just grab a slice and then get
No.
on with your day.
It's like bring a fucking knife, and that knife
Right.
better be sharp to get that slice, and then it's less a slice
It's like a
and
pizza
more
cake.
like
It's like a...
It's like, okay,
It's a lasagna.
you know what?
Yeah.
You know what a Domino's pizza looks like,
Sure.
like in terms of thickness, right?
Domino's got a deep dish now.
Yeah,
Or-
but I mean,
That's a
regular-
bunch of
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
bunch of
it's
shit.
their regular thickness, you know,
Yeah.
kind of what that looks like. This is probably 7 pieces of that stacked on it.
it's the double crust.
Well, it's
Yeah.
actually got like a lip on it. It actually it's like a good 4 inches tall, and then dive in, and you dive into
Do you
that.
take fall damage
And
for
there's-
diving
and-
into
a swimming
pizza?
You can take fall damage on this
Bodily,
pizza.
bodily jumping, so it's like a pizza bin.
A swimming
have a
pool
giant
full
bin
of deep
full of
dish
pizza.
pizza. Eat my way
I mean,
out.
it's just like it's not toppings; it's fillings.
Yeah.
like
That's-
that's
yeah.
the difference.
Right.
Lasagna is how deep dish pizza should be described.
Which is
fucking murderous.
delicious, but yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's
How much does it weigh? Is
Clear
it
your
like
schedule.
500 pounds
Like
of
each
pizza?
piece is probably like a pound and a half or something, right? Like
no.
I don't know. It's more
it's
10 pound
I'm
pizza.
gonna say, but I'll say it's like an 8-pound pizza or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's probably,
It's-
Do you have to pay extra for delivery, like transportation, fuel, and
yeah.
No, they include. I mean, that's the other thing is it's not
It's
cheap.
not, yeah, it's not a
Delivery guy slipped a disc delivering this thing. We're getting the healthcare costs through the roof.
Hazard
It is
pay
not
for
some
that
fucking
guy.
$12 Domino's pizza. But
no.
sometimes I want some fucking shitty pizza. I don't like Mary's Pizza Shack. That place sucks ass. I think their pizzas are bad.
Their pizzas.
They make those pizza hot dog things that are all right on the kids menu.
I think their
But-
pizzas have to be had there. I've never had good
Yeah.
delivery stuff with them. And and then there's Mountain Mike's.
My Mike's all right.
No
It's
Papa
pricey.
John's up there.
No, there's no Papa John's up there.
cannot be
I
discriminated
cannot
against.
Be, yeah, exactly.
The problem is just that there isn't the cheap, easy,
There's the
lazy
Little
pizza.
Little Caesars, but you have to go get that.
see the good thing about
Little
Domino's,
Caesars pizza is
Little
not
Caesars.
good.
It's not good, but
Oh,
it's
dude.
$5.
It's like
The breadsticks are all
they
right.
still do the Bigfoot or whatever.
No.
What is the current? What is the going
They just do
promotion?
Pizza.
They just do
So
regular
that's still
pizzas.
tight?
there.
Their whole thing right now is because there's no delivery or whatever. Like they have set hours, and they're like, if you walk in here, we will have these types of pizzas ready to go.
that sounds great.
You fucking walk in there and be
That
like, I
sounds
need
great.
3 fucking pepperoni pizzas, and they fucking go, here you go, and you walk out.
They've only been sitting here for an hour and a half.
Well,
These were our
ideally-
EverQuest pizzas,
Well,
and
that's
no
the
one
thing
came to get them.
is that they have such turnover. And
Do they?
and
Yeah,
they're
you're
working on
not,
such
you're not
volume.
getting.
I bet I haven't been to a Little Caesars in 20 years.
I don't think I've
It's
ever
much different.
been.
Really?
It's much different because it used to be you'd get like the big board.
I mean, it used to
that
be
had like
pizza,
two pizzas
pizza.
on it, and it had like the paper.
Yeah.
slip
Oh, they don't do that
cover.
anymore?
No, it's like box pizza. It's like
Is
pizza.
it round?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's regular pizza, except that it's horrible.
And they don't
'cause
sell
it's
multiple
cheap.
sizes of pizza because it's just like you want a pepperoni pizza, it's $5. You want sausage pizza, it's $5.
No
you
more
want
big-
you want
big
one that's got
Bigfoot?
all the meats on it, it's $8, and you'll have to stand here for 13 minutes, which is way worse than the increased price.
If you can't
Just
get
give
a
me two
gigantic
$5
if you
pizzas.
can't,
Yeah.
if you can't get a gigantic rectangular pizza, why does Little Caesars still
They do
exist?
do a deep dish now that is not round.
But the important,
But again, that would be one you would have to wait for.
the important points are $5, and you walk in and then you walk out.
All right. Fair.
There is no hanging out.
This place.
So you don't think about it. Like
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
the pizza
exactly.
and you're like, well,
I already made this bad decision,
Darn,
and
shit.
it's happening.
better go play Star Wars.
I could probably hit the McDonald's on the way home.
They have a drink machine in there that just takes dollar bills. Like you don't. They don't have a fountain drinks. It's just like you want a fucking 20-ounce soda. There's a fucking machine right there. You want 2 liters? They got a case or whatever, and they'll ring you up for those.
But they don't have a pizza machine where you just put $5 in.
no,
to get a pizza?
that's the next step. Like they should really just
a pizza machine.
Yeah.
the people who work there are the pizza machines.
I feel there's a guy who has to stand out on the street with his $5 pizza sign every day.
Is he wearing a toga?
And I feel
No.
no.
It's not that committed.
Yeah, like the sign culture of we can't afford to actually put a real ad out here on this street, but we can't afford to pay a man to stand here and hold this fucking sign.
But he has to shake it
It
because
is just
that's the law.
Like you want to like. You look at these
But
things and just think like
apathetically.
America is doomed. Like where it's getting to like this is a guy's job
Well, so
to fucking
it's-
stand here and hold the sign. He gets to wear an iPod and he's kind of dancing around holding the sign, but fuck.
It's really tragic to me because he's usually maybe 20 yards away from the homeless dude who's sitting next to like the entrance to the mall with his little cardboard sign.
So you're not sure which one is homeless.
And it's just
Yeah.
I'm just like the guy with the job is in the exact same position as the guy who doesn't have a home. Like that's the level that his work has gotten to.
But I'm not sure. And I'm not
And
sure.
that guy,
what-
and no one brings that guy dollars. That guy
No.
doesn't. That guy never
Yeah,
gets like
yeah.
pity fries or anything. He just has to stand out there.
But he gets
and,
paid
and shake
something.
this
Yeah.
$5
He has a home.
fucking
He
pizza
does,
sign.
yeah. He ostensibly has a home. Yeah.
Have you-
We
But I'm saying,
don't
like,
know.
But that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's it.
Have you been to the Kmart's that have the Little Caesars where they sell them almost like tabloid things? Like the Little Caesars is connected to the Kmart, and then they put in pizzas in the checkout line, hoping you'll just pick up a $5 pizza,
no.
and they'll scan it on your way out.
That is. Oh my god.
Like it's right next to like the people
Like
and Us
impulse
Weekly.
buy
Yes.
pizzas, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'll take that
There was
pizza.
one in LA near my
that's-
place.
Oh, you know
Oh,
what?
that's haunting.
On my way out, I use a pizza.
Pizza. I'll just eat this.
Impulse pizza.
Yeah. That just sounds like a Star Wars thing.
Kmart Impulse
Send
Pizza.
Every
every
time I
Impulse
order pizza, it is impulse pizza, though. It just takes half an hour.
That's
or
why
something.
Domino's is so fantastic, because every step of the way your soul is darker, because you could do it online. You
can watch who's making it.
No human contact. Just deliver
And
it
then
to
one
me.
day you log into the website and suddenly it's only available for pickup because it's only it's the one in the
That's
next town.
where you ruin
like
it.
here's your local Domino's, the one 8 miles away, and I'm
ruined
like,
it, Domino's?
what? What happened?
What happened? Why did?
the guy.
Actually, I got a text message from someone who was in Tahoe that just said, I've got reason to believe that the local Domino's has closed. And I was like, that can't fucking be. Like, went to the website and it was still listed there, but the delivery option was gone. I didn't call. That would have been the easy thing, but also the desperate looking. I didn't want someone to pick up the phone.
Then you would be
and me have to
interacting
ask,
with a
like-
human.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't want to pick up the phone and have someone
to
and have
call.
to say like, do you still exist? While the guy's saying like, no, I'm taking the ovens out.
So the delivery that Domino's is closed.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's no Domino's service in that area?
no Domino's service.
What do you guys?
That's what we're talking about
No,
here,
no, no,
man.
I'm saying,
I guess that new recipe didn't work out so well.
I'm saying you
I
guys
guess not.
we should talk after this podcast, because it sounds like there is a need in Petaluma for a
Saying-
franchise
saying
of Domino's.
Power vacuum.
I'm saying
Yeah.
that the Pizza Hut closed first, and now the Domino's
What's
has.
going- is somebody like rolling in like Big Daddy Pizza?
Well, so
coming-
the Little Caesars opened up right where the Pizza Hut was. Like, not the same buildings, like a
Some muscle-
skewer's restaurant
there's
there
a
or
story
something like
there
that, but-
somewhere.
But I have to imagine that it is some sort of, like, that locally people are into their fucking fancy bullshit pizza.
Driving
And
out.
can't eat a fucking man's pizza.
I want to open a Domino's franchise up in Petaluma now.
Fucking A, you do!
I'm just gonna be the only
I
one.
will totally order from that once every couple of weeks to month.
I could support that.
One to two. I will guarantee you 1 to 2 orders a month if you open
A Domino's franchise.
Domino's franchise.
That's a business model.
Yeah.
I got one
I got a
guy.
guy.
Yeah, I got a guy. He says, just do it. Is it zoned?
I don't know.
How's your neighbor? They just open it there. You're zoned for commercial. Domino's.
You're running a bootleg Domino's
Yep.
operation out of my neighbor Tom's house. I think that's his name.
It's this new residential Domino's.
It's this new pizza place, Dominions. Come on over. Some pizza.
That's right. It's like Domino's with 2 O's at the end.
Domino's.
The 10-gen
secret of the
version of
Domino's.
Domino's.
Did you guys change your branding on the button? Just eat it.
It's written on the box in Sharpie, but it tastes okay.
You should have let me know. I probably had some pizza boxes sitting around the house I could have saved. So reuse them.
Scan 'em.
Domino's, like, just kind of order. I'll order some pizza and I'll mark it up like $1. And
Just
then
get,
I'll
like,
just
just
deliver
go
it.
get some like tombstones.
This says Little Caesars on it.
There are some decent frozen pizzas out there.
Yeah, there are.
They're
There's a
not
take and bake
terrible.
place in town that I don't like. But it does exist.
It does
It
exist.
still exists, which has a leg up on
It's on Domino's, yeah. Yeah. I'm okay with Papa Murphy's, but usually when pizza strikes, it's after Papa Murphy's is closed.
How are there
Yeah.
two major pizza franchises that both start with Papa? How'd they get away with that?
I don't know. I'm
No,
not sure.
is Papa Murphy's a major thing? I don't think.
Well, I don't
it
know.
can't be.
I've seen TV commercials for it. I've
Oh,
never had it.
There's a lot of them. I don't know that
But-
it's nationwide, though.
It's big enough to have commercials.
No, I didn't know that.
It may be a regional thing, maybe that Papa Murphy's started on the West Coast. 'Cause I know
Oh.
Papa John's
I
was an
don't-
East Coast.
yeah,
thing.
that's
I
true.
hadn't
That's
heard
true.
of that
Yeah,
for most of my life.
And I've still. It wasn't until we went to E3 and there was that Papa John's up the street. That was the first time I'd ever had.
Also,
I've never
what's a
had
guy?
Papa
What's a guy named Murphy doing making pizza?
I know, right?
What
I don't
the
know.
hell?
I don't know.
All right.
What are you saying? You should be drunk, passed out in an alley? Is that what you're
Yes.
fucking saying?
Exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, here's a potato pizza. Is that what you want? Like, fucking racist.
Go back to Star Wars.
No delivery today. We had to chase the snakes out first.
You've been working on those lines all break.
You should hear.
The chunk
My
he's got
private
on
podcast.
Papa Murphy's is
Yeah.
really good. So yeah, please open good pizza in Petaluma. Or please open bad pizza again in Petaluma.
we bring bad pizza back to Petaluma.
Ray's original
That's a
Domino's.
political platform.
yeah.
Ray's famous Domino's.
That would be my platform. It'd be like,
I guess-
get that fucking bike lane off of Petaluma Boulevard North. Fucking bring some shit pizza back, and yeah, we're opening the Target where the junior high used to be. Fuck you guys.
I guess talking this out though, Jeff. The problem is that there's a lot of
pizza
in Petaluma.
It's not the pizza I want.
if it's quite the right pizza.
It is. It
like
is.
this bad cheap pizza, Little Caesars covers that in spades.
But I could go there, so
No.
it covers none of it.
I know.
Though I went there.
We can just go in and leave. You can go to the Little Caesars in sweatpants.
No, I can't. No, I cannot.
It's possible. I'm saying.
No one would say anything. In fact, they'd be like, friend. Welcome.
You're going to be a regular, aren't you?
Here's some coupons.
Here's an employee contract.
Here's the sign. Just get the fuck out there.
Just got to keep it moving. It's
BYOI.
local ordinance.
Look out for Murphy.
Yeah.
That's
They
coming
control
for
by
you.
throwing potatoes at you. Empty 40 bottles. Yeah, it's Mickey's, okay?
Jeffy, anything else before you break? How's Trackmania?
It's pretty good.
Time capsule. Big hair Bella.
Yes.
How was your break?
I totally had Domino's. Fuck! I had it delivered,
You're living in the right suburbs, apparently.
and it's got me with the like, hey, you want to add this bread on top of your pizza? Yeah, I want to add the bread on my pizza. And
In fact, they're putting up a new Domino's. It's too much. Too much.
that's right. It's a
This
double,
one's over flushed with business. They need
double-story
overflow
Domino's.
Domino's.
Apparently, these good dudes from Petaluma just opened a Domino's on top of the Domino's.
Domino's walking
They just-
distance
they
from
just-
my house.
Two-story
They
Domino's.
just packed. Yeah, they packed it in for Petaluma, brought it over to Walnut Creek.
All right, I wasn't sure if I was going to. So, I got a handwritten note on my doorstep. This is the end of the pizza story, I guess.
Okay.
We miss you.
I got.
I'm sorry.
There was an
from the
envelope on
Domino's
my
guy.
doorstep, and I figured it was going to be like something weird from one of my neighbors saying, like, "Hey, buy something," or "What are all these broken cars?" And it was coupons and a handwritten note, Extreme Pizza coupons.
Uh huh.
A handwritten note that said, like, "Dear friend." It was a person who had delivered for Domino's. And so, like, thank you for the gratuities over the years. Domino's closed on this date. I have taken my skills to Extreme Pizza.
Delivery guy remembered you.
Yeah.
Wanted to keep the business going.
That's fantastic. He's gonna-
I tip pizza drivers fairly well.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
Yeah.
Any kind of like food delivery thing. So I don't know if that just left an impression or what it was, but it was like this thing of just like
weird
I've
personal
gone to-
relationship
It
with
was like, oh no, and like it was like I
'Cause you could
I
think
started
it-
kind of laughing out loud, and it was like this weird kind of like smiley, heartwarming moment. But then I was like, this says a lot of really bad shit about me as a person.
Because you could say to yourself, like, oh, well, I tip really well, but also it's like, I have to have
Like, how many of
ordered
these could this
a
guy
number
have
of
possibly
times.
written?
1 to 2 a month, probably. There are probably some like busier times and more desperate times that the number
Yeah,
way
there's-
over that, but that's probably
were
about
peak
the number
hours.
of pizza orders that I was putting in a month. So
Or there were times when there's multiple a week. When you were having to throw away pizza in your fridge to make room for new pizza.
that did
just-
happen a couple of times.
that showed up.
But that was, it was
No, it's crunch,
it was
man.
busy times. A lot of games coming out.
It
Not a lot of
happens.
time to go get food.
It happens. Time to motivate like that.
All right, that is the okay.
That's good.
So that was the. I was like, should I say-
Pretty amazing coda, though.
yeah, that just sounds. That makes me sound like a fucking crazy guy. Whatever.
So what sort of pizza did you get?
I got a deep dish and a super thin crust. Hopefully those balance each other out.
The super thin.
It's cool. It makes me feel less guilty.
To my room, 5th floor. Get off the elevator and am just immediately slammed in the face with the overwhelming smell of pot. Just marijuana smell. I'm like, it might as well be someone blowing it directly into my face. Like, that's how strong it is. Like, it's right there. It's not like you could smell kind of like the weird perfumey
Right.
smell of the hotel intermingled with. It's like, no, this is the only smell
It's coming
here.
through the AC.
Right. Like,
Someone
and
is hotboxing the 5th floor of this hotel.
like, it has to have been like, you walk out of the elevator lobby into like the floor, and there's the hallway goes left and right from there, and there's like maybe like 5 or 6 rooms kind of like right in that basic area. Like, it had to have been one of those rooms because it was just right there in your face.
No towel under the door.
Yeah,
no
someone didn't.
fabric
Someone
softener.
didn't know to like put the towel under the door and crack the
Yeah.
window. It's like just amateur hour, or they just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's worth noting this is not the first time that I've experienced this at that high during California.
well,
Extreme.
last year it definitely.
Last year had the same thing of like when we first walked in
Yeah.
and to get our rooms, it was like, oh hey, California Extreme's happening.
Smoke him if you got him.
Smoke them if you got them, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely the mentality amongst certain convention goers. Anyway, I get back to my room and I thought, hey, I'll tweet about this just to give some folks a little sense of the flavor here at California Extreme, and just say, hey, 5th floor of the Hyatt Regency in Santa Clara stinks like marijuana. Good job. Keep good looking out, California Extreme. And then I believe at that point I do nap, and then I wake back up and look at my phone and realize that I have been replied to by. I just want to pull out my phone so I can just verify the exact verbiage here.
This is the magic of the internet and Twitter and not realizing the consequences of just saying things and people having alerts set up for certain keywords.
It's like I wrote to Apple. At one point, I said, "Oh, I'm here at the Applebee's. It's either this or suicide." And like the Applebee's account wrote back to me.
Like what?
I was like, "No, what's wrong?" I was just talking shit about Applebee's. That was not the exact message I sent. It was like generally talking shit about Applebee's. And he was like, "What's wrong with that?" Like totally oblivious to me. Just going like, I want to kill myself instead of eat your food. But you're open late.
It's the only out here. This might take too long to find. Oh, here it is. All right. From the account at Hyatt Concierge. At Tazwell. That is horrible. I wanted to let you know I have contacted the MOD and they are sending security up to the 5th floor.
You busted some dude.
I fucking snitched out
fucking
some people.
snitched.
Oh my god.
Snitches get stitches,
I
motherfucker.
totally narked out some poor harmless pot smokers. Like not the outcome that I would have wanted at any point.
But it's great because you said like the 5th floor. You gave them the
I
most.
gave them everything.
What is the MOD?
The manager on duty.
Oh, okay. What are they gonna do?
Hey, you know what? I hope nothing happened.
Yeah.
I hope that no one got ejected or, at worst, a stern talking to.
I mean, you can't really. What is he gonna sniff it out and find?
Yeah,
the
you
room?
can't pinpoint the room,
Yeah.
and then they don't have to answer the door.
Right.
yeah.
They're probably fine.
Still.
And they were probably not even there at that point.
Whatever. Fucking narc.
But still, I effectively narked out.
Narc.
Don't tell me anything ever, because that's what's gonna
Or at
happen.
least with no identifying markers.
Hey, Vinny, do you want to do some cocaine later? Don't tell the narc.
narc. I just kind of want to do that for start tweeting random shit.
I know. Yeah,
That's-
that was the other
Yeah.
thought that I had is just start.
Man,
saying,
I'm at the Sheridan and there's fucking white powder all over the floor here. This is third floor. It's kind of fucked up.
I don't know why this naked guy is taking a dump in the middle of the third floor of this Hyatt in Boston, but I'm not very cool with that.
Third floor of the Nakatomi Plaza. There's bullets everywhere. Just fucked up Twinkie wrappers and shit.
Hey, is there a live raccoon in the lobby of your Holiday Inn?
On the 7th floor room.
That seems kind of weird. Yeah, that's the fun part is when you just start fucking with others.
Right.
Like, I'm on the 4th floor, but I have friends that are up on the 7th floor.
There's just blood oozing out of 712 at the Marriott here on Geary and 7. I'm not really sure what that's about. I'm hungry.
That's right. Couch it in.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just an innocuous whatever
Just,
tweet.
hey.
Trolling out there.
Great dinner tonight, but then I got back to discover that the hotel room next to mine is on fire.
There's a trail of toes leading into the supply cabinet. That's
Thanks,
weird.
Crown Regency.
Anybody want lunch?
So yes, that was my unfortunate accidental
Discovery,
stream.
I'd call it, really.
Yeah, so just know
Life
that
lesson.
Just know that there are brands watching your every goddamn move on Twitter.
Yeah, that social media is really scary.
Yeah.
Did you reply to it?
It's just like, I mean,
No.
you know, so
Just block
Hyatt's
it.
out there doing that. Jamie Kennedy's out there doing that. Like it's
Dangerous precedent.
Yeah, there was no hashtagging or like adding. Like it wasn't like, hey, I'm trying to get Hyatt's attention over here.
Or it wasn't like at the Hyatt.
No.
Right, just-
It was just I just typed in Hyatt Regency in Santa Clara, 5th floor. Bring guns.
you know real nondescript shit.
Do you think they even looked up?
I definitely unknowingly, unwittingly gave them
Right.
overly specific info. In retrospect,
Well, you
in
know what?
In retrospect, that's on me. That's on me.
True, I'll say the silver
I'm
lining.
glad
of that-
you owned up to that.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take that.
At
one.
least they're looking out, though. They're trying
Sure.
to give you the best hotel experience,
I-
if that bothered you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, if you know,
For any means
they
necessary.
can't. The Hyatt can't parse out like sarcasm or irony
No.
from fucking Twitter. They just have to take all of that.
They're a hotel chain. That's not human.
Exactly,
destroy weed smokers.
Johnny. It's not Johnny Hyatt out there looking at the account.
Did anyone check into any rooms under the name Bud Smoka 420 Arcade Kings? If
Right.
so, that's if he's on the 5th floor, find him.
Just watch it. Right?
Billy Mitchell.
Out for that other Twitter account that says, just smoked out the 7th floor. Oh, no.
Put 2 and 2 together. Find these guys.
Man, I'm just going to start. My room's real small here at the whatever inn. Man. And my cat farted.
It is, Jeff, you've identified it, and correctly so, as the creepy, weird, scary part of social media is the, like, improving your customer service by just publicly bitching about stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't like doing it.
Yeah.
I did it.
Did it work?
A couple weeks ago. Yeah.
For what?
I had ordered like the Beastie Boys album online and never got any kind of email, anything about whether the order had been processed, and it like got charged by PayPal, but never. They were supposed to immediately send a download code that I never got, and all this stuff. So I waited like 3 weeks, or I waited like a week, and then wrote in and said like, you know, there was an email address on the PayPal receipt that said where to write to. So I wrote to that address, didn't hear back. This is a company; it's like a fulfillment company that you know it specializes in doing. And then waited another couple weeks, and then wrote on Twitter, I guess might have to stop payment, dispute this PayPal charge to company name because they won't respond to my emails about this stuff. And then like 5 minutes later, someone goes, send an email to this address, he'll escalate it for you.
Oh, wow.
And so I wrote to that guy, and then he just kind of wrote back like, that's not our customer service address. You should have filled out this form. And I said, well, the receipt I got from PayPal has this address on it, and then I received a ticket number in response. So if that's not the right address, you were doing a very good job at making it look like it is the right channel for that. And it got taken care of like within like 2 hours after that. And it's just...
Check my cloud score, motherfucker.
Yeah. At some point, I feel like it's just like I'm using whatever follower number I have to bully companies around, and I hate that feeling. But
you got your download code.
But I got my download code. But as I was writing it, I almost didn't send it. Like I wrote it out, just going like, "Oh, here's what I'm doing right now: eating a sandwich, trying to think if I want to stop
Frustrated by
this
stuff.
Yeah, frustrated. Yes. Like the Twitter message should just say, like, "What's frustrating you right now?" That's what it's really for. Right?
Yeah, we should just all make a Twitter account that's like, bitching at shit that we all just share and everybody follows, and it's like, I'm just gonna write a tweet that says like, Comcast fucking sucks. They're charging me way too much.
I don't think they respond anymore because that's what everyone says on Twitter. Is just nonstop. Fuck Comcast. Those guys are assholes.
How about Xfinity?
Same thing. Yeah.
How about AT&T?
But I was also writing about how I'm probably going to switch to Comcast pretty soon.
Really gets you.
Because my current ISP just doesn't have enough speed, and it's like a great local ISP. Like they're awesome, but they don't have the speed. Like the CEO of that ISP, responded and said, "Yeah, you got to go where the bandwidth is. I totally understand. No hard feelings."
Aww.
And I was like, "Yeah." Are you expanding soon? He said, not in your area immediately. So, but right. I will go back to them as soon as they offer a high speed service in my area.
They just
don't have it right now. It's funny because this will be the second time I've left this ISP. The first time was because they didn't have dial-up numbers in my town, and I was spending like $150 a month calling into their dial-up. That's a long time ago. Yeah, dial-up
Modems.
So the internet's weird.
Laser
laser discs.
Pepsi has an account, and they write things asking, trying to get you to engage with their
I
brand.
just wonder who follows those accounts. I sort of get why they respond to people when they have keyword searches set up.
Right.
But who is following Pepsi?
Yeah, and they're posting stuff they're trying to engage people "Hey, it's summertime, what are you doing to beat the heat?" Who the fuck's going "Well, Pepsi, I'm trying to stay cool with an ice cold Pepsi.
Hashtag Pepsi.
Yeah.
Fuck you, RC Cola rules!
From the RC Cola account.
That's right. Not drinking Pepsi. It's like some sort of piece of shit. That's what I'm doing.
What are you talking about? RC Cola doesn't own computers.
The Coca-Cola Twitter account has 3 times as many followers as Pepsi. That's how far down this I went a couple of weeks ago. Just sitting there staring at this going,
Man,
what the fuck?
That's a bummer.
When companies sign, when they post things on Twitter and then sign it with the person's initials who's responding, it'll say a caret symbol, say KK.
Who's that?
I don't know. Sometimes
It's KK.
sometimes they'll list who it is on some other page somewhere that you're supposed to go care about. And we're just like, what?
I kind of feel like I wish I could go to those pages, anyone that's following Pepsi or Coke, and just mass block all of them from ever following me. Just eliminate you from the pool of people I would ever...
This is an either-or proposition here, people. Either you are following Hamburger Helper on Twitter, or you're following me. That's it.
I might follow Hamburger.
Yeah, I would want to know who's
So
following.
that's the problem. You can't parse it out. Who's following Coca-Cola ironically.
Right. Neil Hamburger. That's who.
Yeah, Neil Hamburger is sitting there following all of the brands and then taking a shit on them every time.
Axe body spray, assholes.
Pretty accurate.
You motherfucker.
Spot on Neil Hamburger impression, both in content and tone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Be careful. These